I got bored of these yellow photos and told myself I want Aventurine instead, so I did that. First, I planned the icons I wanted. Since this is a Aventurine theme, I settled on 2 chibis, coins, cards, and the dice that's heavily associated with him in-game. I worked on a pretty big canvas, 4,500 pixels by 4,500 pixels, all on a 1:1 aspect ratio. I recommend working on this 1:1 aspect ratio, or else your icon might become distorted later. Oh, and tip. To make your icon take up as much space as possible, try to fill up the whole entire canvas space, and if you want to have a transparent background, save your file as a transparent PNG. So I may have already finished making the icons before making this video. By the way, if you like them, you can get them on my Etsy shop. So I didn't record myself converting the PNGs to icon files, so to make up for that, I'll show you how I did this with this not for sale Aventurine with the mustache version instead. Wow. Okay, now that the illustration is done, I scaled it down to 1500 pixels. Honestly, I don't know whether this step was necessary, I just thought I should. I think it's because I thought there would be a file size requirement when converting it to an icon file, which there is, but it didn't really matter, kind of. Okay, let me show you. So for Windows icons, you need icon files, and as of right now, there are 2 ways that I know of how to make them. The first way is through an online converter. That's how I made these icons. You can find some websites when you type PNG to icon on Google. Here's one of them. As you can see, there is a file size requirement, but it's pretty big, so there was really nothing to worry about. Any poodles, make sure... yes, I said any poodles. Any poodles, make sure your files do fit the size requirements. Then upload your files. There are all these advanced settings, so pick which one you want. We're not making favicons, so forget that. And as for this option, I would think to use this because it says Windows, but it doesn't have Windows 11 listed here, so I wasn't sure if that would be fine. If anyone knows what this option means in general, please let me know. But to be safe, I clicked on the 256 by 256 option. According to my research, by the way, I'm not an expert on icon making, so don't quote me, but it's best to make your icons the largest size because if Windows needs to scale down, it won't lose in quality, but say you need to scale up a 48 by 48 icon, then the quality might suffer. So in my opinion at least, I recommend using the 256 by 256. It turned out fine for me, so yeah. Anyways, after that's done, click on Vote and download your file. The second way to make icon files is by saving your illustration file as an icon on your program of use. Now, I don't think every program can do this, so check the one you use. I didn't even know this was possible until I worked on these Aventurine icons. So yeah, it's simple. On your program, for me, I use Critter. When your illustration is done, save your picture as an icon. That's literally it. When I found out you could do it this way, I was pleasantly surprised and annoyed because I used the online converter to make these 144 icons when I could have just done this. Okay, one more thing to note. Maybe this is obvious, but just in case, make another copy of your illustration and turn that into an icon file because once it's an icon file, it becomes super small and I would hate for you to lose your original illustration because of that. Any noodles! If you have a Mac instead of a Windows computer, it's actually easier to make icons. For the most part, you can just use a PNG. For me, I put them on a 1024 by 1024 transparent background one. Now, how to change the icons. I don't have a Mac, so sorry Mac users. Here are some written instructions I wrote though. Feel free to pause, or you can find some other tutorials on YouTube. But for those who have Windows, I'll show you. First, find the folder you want to change and right click on it. Select Properties, then Customize. Click Change Icon, and then Browse. Find the icon file you want, then click OK. Remember to click Apply before finally clicking OK again. And there it is. For changing shortcut icons, which are the ones with the arrow in the bottom left hand corner, the process is similar. Right click on it, and then select Properties. Under the Shortcut tab, click Change Icon, and then repeat the same steps as the previous one. Lastly, for default desktop icons, these are like the recycling bin. Go to your settings and click on personalization, then themes. Find where it says related settings, and under that you should find desktop icon settings. Click change icon, and once again, repeat the same steps as the previous ones. And now Aventurine lives on my desktop. So cute! If you like this wallpaper that you see here, it also comes included with that Aventurine desktop icon set. There are also phone wallpapers too. Okay, sorry for the shameless plug. I guess I'll go now. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.